Hey everybody, it's Rob with Cherry City Guns and Ammo, and today we're taking a look at my new Smith & Wesson Model 10 Police Trade-In, and it's chambered in .38 Special. Stick around. Alright, once again, this is a Smith & Wesson Model 10. This is a police trade-in, and if you want to know the exact model it is a Model 10-5, which if you're not familiar with Smith & Wesson revolvers, if you look under the crane, you'll see right there the model and then the submodel. So this is the 5th iteration of the Smith & Wesson Model 10. It's really a lot more than that. I'll give you a little bit of history. This is based on the original design, came out in 1899 in the .38 Special cartridge as the Smith & Wesson hand ejector, 1899. And then come World War I, they were labeling these as the Smith & Wesson M&P. A lot of people are familiar with the Smith & Wesson M&P, but they think of it as either the AR-15 or the semi-auto line of pistols that are in current production. But this is the original M&P, military and police. And in the 20th century, this was the most carried police sidearm around. Not just in the US, but all over the world. Police forces all over the world were carrying the Smith & Wesson Model 10 for a long time. They were carrying other stuff too, but that was the most common that there was. There were tons of these out there. This is a more recent police trade-in, which means it didn't come from the US. Pretty much all US police forces trade in their revolvers decades ago. This one I know wasn't in the US because it has an importation mark. Despite the fact it is a Smith & Wesson, it was made in the USA, it's stamped made in the USA, but it's also stamped with an importer's mark from where this had originally been sold to a police force in a different part of the world. It was then imported back into the US once they no longer had any need for it. These aren't as good a deal as they used to be. You used to be able to pick these up for really, really cheap. It's still a pretty good deal. I picked this up Cyber Monday from Palmetto State Armory for 400 bucks. They had 10 5s and I think 10 8s, I believe, or maybe 10 7s. And they all got sucked up in a few hours because they go quick. You know, they're kind of becoming a little more collector, and especially since the police trade-ins are kind of coming to an end because they've all pretty much traded them in and moved up to semi-automatic firearms for their duty guns. But these are a real fun gun to shoot. Revolvers are great. You don't make a mess. It's easy to pick up your brass. You just dump them in your hand, and like I'm doing, I've got a coat pocket full of live ammo and my jeans pockets getting full of spent brass. Before we talk anymore, let's do some more shooting of this thing. Let's go down our plate rack there. Let's start off with a big guy. So I literally have about 6 shots through this gun before I started the video, so I'm still finding out where I need to hold. It seems that it does like a 6 o'clock hold. I'm not sure if I overshot or undershot that. Maybe not. Let's see. No, maybe it's not quite a 6 o'clock hold because that small plate I held right in the middle of. So that's 4 shots. Let's shoot our Scoops TV plate there. And we could shoot the silhouette, but the silhouette's easy. Let's see if I can hit my hostage popper with this thing. Oh, I guess that was 6 shots. I thought I'd only shot 5. But yeah, so far so good. What I'm shooting right now is some Ammo Inc. 158 grain, .38 Special. Got a few other kinds of ammo that we're going to test today. See what this likes. One thing that is interesting about these, and is a little bit of a limiting factor on your shooting ability, is there's no way to adjust the sights at all. Let me show you here. The rear sight is literally a milled notch in the back of the frame. So you've got your typical blade front and a notched in rear. There's no adjusting that. It is what it is. And these were designed to shoot 158 grain. Not necessarily these are more like a semi-wad cutter, full metal jacket. The next thing we're going to shoot, I've got some 158 grain cast round nose, which is really much more aligned with what these were designed to shoot. So we'll see how those shoot. And that's some Federal American Eagle. Let's see about hitting that hostage popper with this guy. All right. There we go. I think I've figured out where to hold, at least at this range. Although now the hostage popper is flipped around the back and I can't see it. Let me just shoot the silhouette, see if I can knock it loose. Come on, shoot it in the head. Oh, missed the head. Missed the head again. Six shots goes fast. All right, hostage popper is obviously not cooperating anymore. Let's see if this thing's capable of doing any kind of distance. So like I was telling you about, this is a Smith & Wesson Model 10, but it originally was the Smith & Wesson hand ejector, then the Smith & Wesson M&P. That was because until 1957, Smith & Wesson didn't use the numbered naming system. They didn't have a model number, they had a model name. So although it was a different name, it was the hand ejector and the M&P, it was still the Smith & Wesson Model 10. It's just only ones made from 1957 and later that were known as the Model 10. And that was the 10 no dash, and there was the 10-2, the 10-3, the 10-4. Once again, this is the 10-5. I pulled up the serial number on this, and this was manufactured between 1973 and 1974. So this gun is older than me. Seems to still shoot rather well. So we're going to go out here to our 60 yard and see if we can make any shots at 60 yards there. The big red plate is 10 inches, and then we've got a 4-inch plate next to it. I think this is going to be kind of a big ask for notched in rear sights, but we'll see what we can do. Let's go for that 10-inch plate. There we go. Well, 10-inch plate's doable. Let's see about that 4-inch plate. And you know what? Since this is an old police revolver, we're going to do the old cup and saucer method here. Boy, I don't practice like that. It feels awfully weird to me. Boy, I saw the dirt fly right next to it. No 4-inch plate yet. I do realize I'm asking a lot. But I like shooting small stuff with pistols a long ways away because it's an enjoyable challenge. Alright, I'm going to throw a couple more at that 4-inch 60-yard plate, and then we're going to go to 100 yards, because why not? I have no idea where I'm hitting. Let's go out there, right there, 100-yard silhouette against our 100-yard backstop. See if I can hit that. No idea where I need to hold on this. All right, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity. We're going to change ammo just to try something different, and we'll see if it makes a difference. It's probably just me, but we'll see. All right, we're back, and now we're going to shoot some American Eagle 158 grain cast round nose. It's really probably more what this was designed to shoot. Not that it probably makes that much of a difference, but I'm just going to throw it a couple at the 100-yard. If we hit them, we hit them. If not, we're going to move on and just try this stuff up a little bit closer. For a little more information on this, this is a 3-inch barreled model. Once again, it was a 1973 to 74, so it's a 50-year-old gun. Who knows the amount of use it's had on it. I will tell you, as a police gun for 5 decades, it definitely has its share of scratches, dings, all that kind of stuff, but it's not terrible. What was terrible, this is not the grips that were on it when I got it. I happened to have this set of grips laying around that it had given to me. It had Hogue grips on it. Have all the little dimples, and it was old enough that all the little dimples had worn off They're almost completely smooth. You could just kind of see where they used to be. And it really had a pretty kind of sticky texture to it, because that rubber, as it gets older, breaks down and actually gets tacky feeling where it feels gross in your hand. And those are like 25 bucks. But I happen to have this really beautiful, nice set of Smith & Wesson factory grips that went on it. So I think that's what we're gonna rock for the current time. We might do something later on, but we'll see. Let's see if we can get a shot on that 100-yard silhouette. Hey, there we go. Well, I got one shot on it, and I'll take it. Shooting a 3-inch 38 special, and I'm telling you, looking through the sights, that front sight literally looks twice as wide as the silhouette at that distance. So I did not making it easy for myself, but it's still fun. Let's load these up and shoot them a little closer. Great thing about these 38s, they're super mild to shoot. If you have somebody that's just getting into handguns, a revolver is a great way to go, because they're not going to go too fast. They don't have to worry about, you know, if they limp wrist it not cycling properly or anything like that. And 38 special, you can get them pretty light. You can get some pretty light 38 specials. And actually, we're going to shoot some really light 38 specials in a minute here. But then you go all the way up to plus Ps that hit pretty well. But let's shoot our Scoops TV plate there. Maybe we can get the hostage popper to flip around. Maybe. Maybe not. Hey, there we go. All right, let's see if we can hit that hostage popper now. There we go. Man, 6 rounds goes fast. It's ridiculous. So far, I'm having a lot of fun with this old revolver. They really are a joy to shoot. The action on this thing is so slick, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's really got a very smooth action on it. It's got a really crisp trigger. Let's go down our plate. Let's start with the little guy. You know what I should do that I haven't done yet? Let's do some double action. Now, even on single action, I missed the second to the smallest, but we'll do it double action here. There we go. It's got a very, very smooth double action. Obviously, it's a little heavy, because double action's heavy. That's all there is to it. But it is just buttery smooth. It's one of the great things about the Smith & Wesson revolvers, especially the older ones. The action is just so slick, even just a regular factory gun. So we'll do a little more double action shooting. Let's get the Scoops TV plate. I missed it. Let's see if we can double action the hostage popper. There we go. Let's do some 60-yard double action. Let's try to get that 10-inch plate double action. Oh, well, I hit the 4-inch plate at 60 yards finally. Unfortunately, that's not what I was shooting at. I was shooting at the 10-inch. All right, let's hit the 10-inch. There we go. There's the 10-inch. There we go. I don't know how I could double on the 10-inch double action. I could shoot it 2 times in a row, but then have a miss that hits the 4-inch plate. It's ridiculous. I got a few more of these rounds in my pocket, and then we will switch over to another ammo. And that'll be really interesting to see where that hits. It might take a minute to figure out where I need to hold with it, and you'll see why in a minute. Got 6 left here. Let's continue our double action at 60 yards. Miss. There we go. There we go. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel pretty good about making, I mean, I obviously didn't hit every one, but to be able to hit that many times, shooting double action with a 3-inch barreled revolver at 60 yards, with just notch sights that are not for fine aiming or fine accuracy. I feel pretty good about it. I'm gonna go grab some different ammo. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We are reloaded, and this time we're shooting some of my reloads. And what these are, this is a load that's a copy of the old Bullseye competition load from way back in the day when Bullseye competition was all the rage. This is a 148 grain double-ended wad cutter that, as you can see, is seated almost all the way into the case, and it's being pushed by a very, very light charge of Bullseye powder that was developed for Bullseye shooting. So these are what I was talking about when I said you can shoot mild. It doesn't get much more mild than these. These will probably feel about like a 22 Magnum. Probably gonna have to completely refine my point of aim with these because they're slow, they're heavy. But let's go down the plate rack. Let's just see what we can do. Not bad. Double action on the hostage popper. Not too shabby, at least at this short a distance, and right now I'm about 15 yards or so right here. Didn't really have to change my point of aim. Let's do 60, and then we'll probably end up, just for the hell of it, throwing one of these at 100. Because why not? I mean, we've done a lot of missing at 100, but we can miss some more at 100. And in case you didn't notice, these are super smoky. Because number one, it's cast lead. Lubed cast lead is always smoky and dirty, but Bullseye powder especially is a filthy powder. I mean, I've got stainless revolvers that I've shot these loads in, and they almost look like they're blued by the time I'm done, because it is just filthy, filthy powder, but it works so good for this kind of stuff. Let's go for that 10-inch 60-yard plate. Hit it. There we go. I'm having to hold right at the top edge of it. Oh, this thing's getting gross fast. All right, let's miss at 100 yards. We did plenty of missing at 60. Let's miss at 100. Obviously, this load, this bullet, how this is set up, it's not meant for doing anything more than about 50 feet. But we don't worry about what things are designed for. We just do what we want. So once again, 100-yard backstop. We got a 100-yard silhouette in front of it. How high am I going to have to hold? I don't even know. I have absolutely no idea where I'm hitting here. Jeez. It's ridiculous. Honestly, it's ridiculous that I'm trying it, but you know, why not? It's all for fun. And these 148 grain double-ended wad cutters, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these loaded up. They are so much fun to shoot. I shoot them on my 357 Magnum Henry lever action, and it's the heavy 20-inch barreled model, and it's like shooting a 22 long rifle. It's so stinking light. I guess maybe try holding higher on the 100. I am trying all different heights here, trying to figure out where I need to hold. I guess that's for a different day. Let's do some shooting up close where I know I can hit. 100 yards ain't happening. I will tell you, I'm having a great time with this revolver. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't done a lot of revolver shooting, It really is a good time, and it kind of helps slow you down a little bit, make your shots count. So it's easier to clean up because you don't have brass spitting out all over the place. Let's do some more up close double action. Let's do the scoop CV plate. Let's do our hostage popper and go down our plate rack. Oh. Okay, I was gonna end, but I had 2 misses. I can't end on 2 misses. Let's put 6 more in there. We're gonna do for 6 for 6, and then we're gonna end the video. There's Scoops TV plate, hostage popper, and the 4 plates on the plate rack. It's ridiculous. I hit the hostage popper, and that's the smallest thing out there. All right, we're doing 6 for 6, and we're ending this thing. Scoops TV plate, hostage popper, plate rack. Ah. Five for 6. At least I hit the little guy. All right. Anyway, I'm having a lot of fun with this. This will be a fun little revolver to add to the collection. These old Smith & Wesson revolvers really are fantastic guns. They're made so well. A little filthy, a little gross, a little dirty, but it's a lot of fun. Shoot some cast, shoot cheap, and just go out and have a good time with them and get a little bit of history. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed shooting it. I'm having a lot of fun with this little revolver. I think I'm gonna have years of fun to come with this guy. Thanks for coming back all the time. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.